that you should be struggling with your own compulsions, not with anyone else's compulsion. You will not be dependent on all these things, but those things will start influencing your decisions, actions, and also your emotions, how you gonna feel, how you gonna react, how you gonna respond, everything else. More and more friends you make, it will be difficult for you to have this alone time, a time of solitude. So despite of being an individual, you will not have an individual decision. All of these things will start influencing you. If you keep note of that, if you keep journals of that, then this can help you in a significant way, and by the time you go out of this Sadhanapada, then I would say the transformation that you are looking for, it will be much more beyond that. Hi, Namaskaram and welcome back. If you are planning to come here in Sadhanapada, then I would request you to do not do these three things if you are inside the Sadhanapada. Before telling those three reasons, what are those? Let me tell you why I want you to not to do all these things, okay? The first reason is, when you are coming here for any particular reasons, like if you are coming here for the transformation from within, and if you are preparing yourself for the rest of the world, then doing these things will become an obstruction for you. It will become a wall for you, and the transformation, the Sadhanapada team that is trying to bring from yourself or within yourself, those transformation will not come, and it will be hindrance in that way. So it is best that you avoid doing these three things when you are inside the ashram, particularly in Sadhanapada. And if you are outside of this ashram as well, these three things are definitely going to help you if you can manage to do all these things, because it will make you independent, so that irrespective of the situation, whatever is happening out there, it will not affect you. So these three things, if you keep avoiding for rest of your life, not only inside the Sadhanapada or outside as well, then it will make you more stronger person than who you are today. So the first thing you should not do is become or be in groups, because since we are staying here in Sadhanapada, like around 7 months or 8 months, we will be staying here together. So it is very easy for us to become friends, you know. So there will be your roommates, there will be people in your same seva. So it will be easy to make friends. And if you are that kind of a personality who already have a lot of friends, then somehow you have a kind of compulsiveness towards making friendship. It's okay, there is no issue in that, there is no problem at all in that. But more and more friends you make, it will be difficult for you to have this alone time, a time of solitude, because we make friends because of variety of reasons, but there is a compulsive need of talking as well. So that is one of the reasons because of which we make friends. If you can stay alone, then the compulsive needs of talking slowly, gradually comes down, and that is one of the things that you have to do when you are in the Sadhanapada, because when you are alone, then only you will be able to focus more on yourself. So unless and until you focus more on yourself and see what is happening within you, how you are reacting or behaving or responding towards situation, then only the transformation can be possible. But if you are in a group, then most of the time you will be spending with them, and you will not get that much amount of time to look into you. And on top of that, whatever their karmas will be, whatever the way they are living, whether they are missing practices, whether they are going to this seva or not, whatever they are doing, if they are waking up on time or not, so all these things will start affecting you gradually, slowly. You will not be able to, understand this in the beginning, but slowly it will gradually affect you, and by the end of the Sadhanapada, you will realize that, oof, I could have done something better if I would not have all these friends with me. So since you are coming here, at least I want for you that you should be struggling with your own compulsions, not with anyone else's compulsion. Because if you are staying with somebody else for a long period of time, then their compulsions becomes yours as well. So that is what we call collective karma or societal karma or family karma or whatever it is. So it is best that whatever the things that you are struggling with, or the things that you want transformation from within for only yourself, best that you should struggle with those many only, not with others. Definitely friends needed, but here in the ashram, mostly you will not need friends. If you are outside, then I would not suggest this one. Like 100% to go without friends, but inside the ashram, as long as you are staying, and particularly when you are inside the Sadhanapada, if you really want to bring the transformation within yourself, then avoid making friends, a lot of friends. Whoever are there, until and unless until the seva is going on, you are with them as a friend. The moment seva ends, put the yoga mat on your shoulder, and then you are alone. That's the only thing can make a huge difference in your transformation journey. Second thing is relationship, building relationship. Again, this is comes from another compulsive need to be in a relationship, because somewhere here and there ups and downs will be there, and you will feel like I must have someone who could be with me. So emotional needs, or because of physical needs, or whatever needs are there, these are the compulsive needs, I must say. These are not the physical needs. Physical needs only food, right? So if there is some compulsive needs are coming, then it is best that you should avoid being in those traps, because it feels good for some while, but again it will obstruct your transformation. Because if something is happening compulsively, it means it is controlling you over and over again. And if you really want to transform yourself from the within, then you're supposed to stay strong. You're supposed to, do not let all these things control you, irrespective of the situations around you. If you can hold it, if you can be strong, stand, and do not move, do not deviate from the path that you are working upon, then only you can say that you are independent now. Or else you will not be dependent on all these things, but those things will start influencing your decisions, actions, and also your emotions, how you gonna feel, how you gonna react, how you gonna respond, everything else. So despite of being an individual, you will not have an individual decision. All of these things will start influencing you. So when Sadhguru says we are preparing you for the life, for the rest of your life, it means that we are making you an individual who can take his own decision or her own decisions based on what you want to happen in your life or in the future. But if you keep on getting influenced by these compulsions, then mostly you will also live the life that everybody else is living. So there will be no point in coming here in the Sadhanapada. So it is best that if you avoid relationship. It is not very difficult in the ashram, because most of the people will be on their own track, but still there will be some here and there loopholes would be there. Everything cannot be cured, everything cannot be completely avoided. So there will be people who will be having this kind of mentalities, but if you can come here and avoid all these things, then it will be really helpful for you. But if you are outside of the ashram, then there is a need, and it's also somewhat important to be with someone. But again, there is a completely different aspect of it. We are not going to go and discuss about it, whether you should be with someone or you should not be with someone. But this is one of the things, when you are inside the ashram, is going to be helpful if you are avoiding. Again, third thing is food. This is one of the biggest compulsion that everybody is having. So in recently, the last lap of master program, Sadhguru said that when he look into the disembodied beings, the karmas that they are having, most of it are of food. There is karmas of lust. Lust is a very strong desire of any human being, but food is way more than that. So again, lust or food or sleep, all these things comes under the survival category. So definitely these four things has to be the strongest in terms of desire in any human being. But food, the way food is having having this impact on every human's life is unimaginable. It should not be of that much, because right now we are independent of food. Independent as in right now you can choose to eat food and you are not going to die out of hunger right now in this particular world. So necessity of food has to be end, but it is something that is growing more and more and more. Mostly we are eating because of our taste, not because of the food, not because to satisfy our hunger. If it is about hunger, then anything that you put inside your stomach, you will be completely fine. But since we are eating for the taste, despite of our stomach is getting filled, we are keep on eating. So that is one of the reason why this food compulsion is growing. So here in the ashram also you will get variety kinds of food. Inside the ashram, bhiksha is fine, but there are other sources as well in which you will find different foods, different sweets. Your cravings will come up. There will be people who will be giving you some options that you can eat this or that. There will be people who will be just offering you some food. So this food compulsion will come throughout this time. But if you can manage to avoid all these things and focus only on the bhiksha hall food, then it will be it will be helpful in your sadhana. Because in sadhana also it is necessary for you to eat eat in particular time, and you have to have an empty stomach condition as well in some certain situation. You should not do snacking in between, like continuously feeding yourself hungry, like not leaving yourself to feel the hunger. So this is not good for a spiritual seeker, this is not good for sadhana. So it is essential for you to sometimes build that hunger within yourself. Do not not snacking and all. But what to do? There are people who will be serving food, there will be people who will be offering you food, you might be one of those people who will be offering food to others as well. But still, it is best that if you keep avoiding these food compulsions, because all of these, what I mentioned, these 3 points are somewhat comes out of the compulsive need of a human being. And if these compulsive needs keep on dominating you, then there will be no point. I mean, you will not feel the transformation from within. So the biggest aspect of coming here to bring the transformation from within is to get rid of these compulsions, because whatever the decisions, whatever the result that you want to achieve in your life, it has to be 100% what you want, not what these compulsions want, right? All these compulsions, people's compulsions, everything can influence you. So it is best that if you stay alone, because this food thing will also end if you are staying alone. If you are not in the groups, if you do not make much friends, then there will be no person to offer you food, right? So if you can learn to stay alone, then mostly all the problems will be sorted. Problems as in the compulsions will be sorted, and you will be having only your own compulsions that you have to fight with. But apart from that, you will not have any outside compulsions from the people, because sometimes when somebody offers you cannot say no to it, so you have to eat it. Now that is what something that is happening to me, and I am observing within myself that it is not something that should happen, but unfortunately this is happening, and this will happen to you as well. So it is essential for us to bring ourselves into certain place. If we can stay alone, if we can stay still, then mostly all these problems will slow down. At least those compulsions will not go 100%, because when you are alone, mostly if you are having the compulsion, then you will be feeling like bouncing back, you will just bursting everything, as like everything within you will start burning. So all you would feel like, I should release it, I should make friends, I should talk to somebody, or I should eat something, or I should share my feelings with somebody. All these things will just keep on burning within yourself if you are alone, because you will not be able to share with anybody, you will not be able to eat anything, you will not be able to share your feelings, you will not be able to talk to somebody. So all these things will start burning within yourself, and this burning is something that will burn the karmas of you. But if you do not hold this burn within yourself, and you just go out and talk to somebody, share your feelings, eat something, then nothing will change, and you will go back to the square one again. But if you keep on burning within yourself 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, just hold on, just keep burning, and after a certain period of time, you will see this burning has slowed down to a significant level. Right now, if you are alone, then there is a need of talking to somebody, there is a need of sharing something to somebody, there is a need of eating food, but it is not that strong enough, it is just in a mild version. So those compulsive needs will be there, but in very mild level. So gradually, when you keep practicing this, gradually it might go to very significant level down, but it will not go 100%. So if you feel like it's went 100%, now I am not compulsive enough, then something you would do it once, and then twice, thrice, and then again everything that was there will come back, it will stick to you. So that is why sadhana is one of those things that you have to do like every single day, morning and evening, because first of all, in sadhana only you will be spending most of your time, so compulsive needs will be just eradicated just like that only, because the time because of the time constraint. But apart from that also, when you are doing more and more sadhana, it helps in keep you in different state of mind. This burning, when it is happening within you, it also helps you to keep that burning in a certain place, not let you just erupt like a volcano. So if all these things happen, then at least one thing that will happen to you for sure is that you can be able to look within yourself. See, if you are alone, then there is nothing for you to think much. So all you would do is think about yourself, that what am I doing, what is the things that is happening with me, and if that happens, then that is the biggest transformation that is happening. That is the biggest transformation only I'm telling it to you, is because when you look within yourself, you will be seeing that what is a big mess you are, and just seeing that I am a mess, That is the transformation itself, because only when you see that I am a mess, then you will put the step to do something about it. But mostly people do not see it is. I must tell you about my own story, that around 2015 or 16 I was one of those guys who never felt any one argument. I won everything because at the end my argument comes down to what about me. So I was so full of myself that I could not see what is the reality out there, and I was thinking that me should be the most priority in everything. But slowly gradually things happened to me, and slowly when I started looking towards people, observing towards myself, I realized that this is the mess that I have to cure. And over the year I have came to a certain point, and that is the reason why I am telling it to you, is because unless and until you see within yourself, you cannot see that you are a mess. Sometimes you consciously choose to see it, sometimes the surrounding, the society, or the some events, painful events, that push you to see through it, because just because the way you are behaving, it will create some certain situation that you do not want in your life, and because of that you will look within yourself that what did I do wrong, and that is when you can see what is happening wrong. But why to let those situations come in your life? If you are here in the Sadhanapada, then it's best that you look within yourself, you see what kinds of mess that you are doing. More you focus within yourself and see what is happening and how you are behaving, how you are reacting, how you are responding to the situation, what are the compulsions that you have. If you keep note of that, if you keep journals of that, then this can help you in a significant way. And by the time you go out of this Sadhanapada, then I would say the transformation that you are looking for, it will be much more beyond that. Because right now what you can think of as a transformation, this is based on what you have gathered here. But when you go through the journey, things will happen to you that you have never even imagined, and by the time you go out of the Sadhanapada, things would have happened to you that you could again never even imagine, or you could never even think of about that. It's not only about thinking of, it's about the physical experiences of those events which would have changed you in a different way. So definitely it can bring it can bring the transformation within you. This program has a power, and if you just manage to be alone, then whatever the programs, whatever the small steps the Sadhanapada team is setting up for you, those small steps are going to help you a lot. But if you just do not follow them, if you keep on doing this, following this compulsions of yourself, being with people, having relationships, or eating a lot of food, then whatever the tools that they are going to give you, or the mindset that they want to change within yourself, all these things will not happen as in you will become hindrance in your own journey. So it is best that you should support them so that they can support you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.